Hi guys, it's Amy here, and today I bring the Intimidating TBR Pile Tag. I think that's what it's called. So as far as I'm aware, I haven't been tagged to do this video, but we're just going to do it anyway. I will leave the creator link down below in the description. Basically, we're going to go through 10 questions talking about my TBR and what books intimidate me. So let's go. Question number 1 is, what book have you been unable to finish? And that for me is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I started this one maybe 2 years ago now, and as you can see I got about 100 pages in. I put it down and then never went back to it. That's why this one is a little bit intimidating to me, because I know if I want to read the book I'm gonna have to start again from the beginning, and it was just, oh, I don't know if I was enjoying it as much as I hoped I would. I think the problem was that I started it like very soon after reading Pride and Prejudice, and I loved Pride and Prejudice but wasn't loving this one as much, so maybe I was just comparing them too much. Maybe if I read it now I would enjoy it a lot more, but who knows, I will give it another shot again in the future. Number 2 is, what book have you yet to read because you haven't had the time? And that one is The Silmarillion by JRR Tolkien. I have actually started this one. I did start it between my 2nd and 3rd years of university, and I found it much too hard trying to study and enjoy this book, so I put it down for a later date. And it's actually one of my resolutions this year to finish this book, so I think I probably will start again from the beginning just so I know what's going on. But yeah, I really want to read this one. I really want to set aside a good chunk of time to properly dedicate myself to it. Question number 3 is, what book have you yet to read because it is a sequel? And that one is going to be A Dance with Dragons by JRR Martin. This is the first part. I do have a second part as well. Basically, I don't want to start these yet unless I know that Winds of Winter is definitely out and published and ready to read, because I don't want to begin these and then have nothing left to read by JRR Martin. To me that makes sense, but it's also really silly because I do know what happens in these books because I've seen the TV show, so really I could just read these and not be that disappointed, but I really want Winds of Winter to just be ready for me when I get there. What do you guys think? Have you read these books? Are you excited for Winds of Winter? Tell me down below. Question number 4 is, what book have you yet to read because it is brand new? And sneak peek for my next book haul, it is The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. I read The Secret History last month in April and absolutely adored it. I thought it was a brilliant book, and so I wanted to pick up some more Donna Tartt. I also have a Goldfinch. I don't know if you can see it over there on the bookshelf, but I wanted to pick this one up because I think I like the sound of this one more than the Goldfinch at the moment, so I'm gonna give this one a go, and then I will definitely read the Goldfinch at some point soon as well. Question number 5 is, what book have you yet to read because you read a book by the same author and you didn't enjoy it? This one I find really hard to answer because I don't tend to buy multiple books from the same person unless I know that I already like their writing style. So for this one I'll answer authors that I know I won't be picking up anything from again because I haven't enjoyed what I've read from them. And from the top of my head, most recently I'd say Kate Atkinson, who wrote Life After Life. I didn't enjoy that book. David Sedaris, who's like a comedic kind of humorous memoir type author, and I didn't enjoy his book either. Jesse Andrews, who wrote Me, Earl and the Dying Girl, didn't like that book. I probably won't be reading anything else from Jesse Andrews. So those 3 probably won't be buying anything from in the future. Number 6 is, what book have you yet to pick up because you're just not in the mood for it? And my answer is Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. This one has been on my shelf for such a long time, like years. I think I may have even got it before I started my booktube channel. I just see it on my shelf and I look past it every time. But I've heard so many good reviews of it, so many people say it's like their favourite books. So I definitely need to pick it up at some point, but I just maybe need some more encouragement. Like, if this is your favourite book and you absolutely loved it, tell me in the comments and encourage me to read it at some point soon. Question number 7 is, what book have you yet to read because it is humongous? And my answer for this one is Vanity Fair by William Makepeace Thackeray. This is a huge book. It's not only a huge book, it's also a classic. So I have this thing in the back of my head that it's just going to be a long haul. This one I think is around 900 pages long. The pages are really thin, the writing is reasonably small, and I'm just really put off by those facts, and I haven't read it and I've had it for quite a long time. If you've read this one, if you think it's fantastic, if you think I should read it, let me know down below. Question number 8 is, what book have you yet to read because it was a cover buy and it turned out to have poor reviews? So my answer for this one is The Palace of Curiosities by Rosie Garland. This one for me was definitely a cover buy. I thought it was absolutely stunning, so I picked it up for that reason. I definitely looked at the synopsis before buying it, but the cover was the primary reason for me buying it. I wouldn't say this one has bad reviews on Goodreads. I think it has like an average of 3.2 or something like that, so it's not awful, but it's the lowest one I could find for books that I had picked up purely on their cover. But to be honest, for me, a 3 point anything average is a good review for me, so I don't know. I didn't have any other answer, so it's gonna have to be this one. Question number 9 is, what is the most intimidating book on your TBR pile? And for me, this is the Millennium trilogy by Stieg Larsson, the first one being The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and it's not like the individual books themselves, like, for some reason, I've got it in my head. I'm intimidated by these books because I see them there all as a trilogy, and I just am put off by the fact that I'm gonna have to read like the whole thing and it's gonna take me a little while. Literally, they have been staring at me on my shelf for years, and people have been telling me for years that they are fantastic and that I should pick them up. But it's almost like my brain is like, no, you can't, you just can't, and I haven't. So there we go. If you think that this is a fantastic trilogy and you think I should read it, also let me know down below. There you go. Question number 10 is, who do you tag? So I'm going to tag Jean at Bookish Thoughts, Elizabeth at Books and Pieces, and Kitty at Kitty G. I will leave all of their channels linked down below. They are fantastic ladies and I would highly recommend you go and subscribe to them. So that's everything for today, guys. Let me know down below what you would answer to these questions, as I'd love to hear your answers. As always, I will leave links to Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, everything I've mentioned today down below. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and I will see you soon. Bye! See, my only 2-star rating of the month was Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. I really wanted to like this book. I had high hopes for it and I'd heard lots of really good things and lots of people